The story behind the Deepavali is when Krishna the Lord went and came back vanquishing an enemy in a confrontation. When he came back, the gopis, the community members, in order to celebrate that victory, everybody put lights in their houses. Because there is no electric light in those days. So they put a mud pot with some oil and a wick, and they lighted up so that Krishna, when he was returned, it is pretty late, when he was entering the town, the entire thing was illuminated. Victory of the Lord over negative forces. This is to be done within you. Within you, you are confronting at all times the tension between the noble aspirations and ideas in you and the pull of the lower fleshy lust and greed and passions. Constant confrontation in your psychological level. But at certain moments, by His grace, we win a victory over the negative forces, as you are now, as we are now, because our mind is turned to something higher. But in this tempo of goodness, you cannot remain constantly. Again, they will collect themselves and come. So whenever thus the lower nature in us is conquered and we maintain the higher values of life and come to live, there is a glow of beauty in you. Light stands for knowledge. So every individual lights up, not outside that. Deepavali, Avali, rows and rows of light. This is the goal of all culture. Whether it is many cultures put together or definitely a certain culture being evolved in every other nation, what is the attempt? To bring the better man out of the vulgar, the animal, the base man. When do an individual become civilized and we say that he is a cultured, educated man? When he is able to control his lower passions to an extent. The good cultured man also feels lust. Don't say no. He also feels angry. But like an animal with no control, when the anger comes, you express the anger. When your lust comes, you express the lust. That is an uncultured man. He who is in spite of the anger, this is not the right time, right place, right person, and therefore you swallow it down and bring a smiling face on you. It's called a cultured man, isn't it? So a readiness to make that sacrifice and win over the lower nature is to light up the lamp of knowledge and wisdom and beauty in yourself. So Deepavali is a reminder to the community that there is a greater way of cultured living than the mere animal level. Whatever you feel, you just do it. That is not it. You must look around. You have been given a discriminative intellect. You are not an animal. Animal is allowed to do because he doesn't know how to discriminate, but man is supposed to live from the intellectual standpoint. And don't do things which will bring harm to yourself later on or sorrow to other members at this moment. That means you have to conquer your own selfish, immediate demand for the sake of the others. This is what Deepavali really stands for.